So, second round, like a boxing round, round two. Ding, 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 round two. So second live stream, now I've split it on two different channels. Again, apologies, I did two streams in the same channel. Never ever have I done that before, lacking coffee. So here are the largest public companies taking payroll loans meant for small businesses. These are large public companies abusing the SBA system, the monies that were set aside, right? The monies that were set aside for the little guy, for the little independent contractor, for the small little LLC owner. In March, these big, large public companies and start accessing that money. Why on earth are they filling out applications for our SBA loans, right? What's up with that? Well, how do they believe they deserve this money over the little guy, right? And hundreds of millions of dollars of Paycheck Protection Program funds have been claimed by large publicly traded companies. Ladies and gentlemen, that is unacceptable, right? Absolutely unacceptable that these public companies can access our monies, right? In fact, the US government has allocated at least, listen to this, 243.4 million of the total 349 billion to public traded companies, according to Morgan Stanley. That's a lot of money. You know, that's $250 million that big public companies just simply grabbed away from the small little business owner. These were monies intended for independent contractors like you and I, gone, evaporated, right? Although that was extremely embarrassing when that all blew up, right? Actually, Shake Shack returned $10 million back to the Treasury Department. So that became a huge embarrassment for Mnuchin and the Treasury Department, were obviously taking care of their cronies, right? So that they actually hashed out another deal right away, another SBA loan package with monies that obviously, hopefully, let's say, not obviously, but hopefully go to the right place this time, right? So these are PPP loans to public companies, right? So, for example, DMC Global, right? 6.7 million loan amount. They get $6.7 million loan amount. And I mean, they have a market cap of $405 million and they're snatching away our money. So I'm calling them out. If you've ever dealt with, or if you know anyone that works at these companies, or if you can, tweet this chart out, right? Look it up. I'll put the link on there, tweet it out. Why is this money that's meant for you and I ending up in corporations that are making $405 million? I mean, what is going on here, people, right? Another one, Wave Life Sciences, $7.2 million. This is a company that's capped at $286 million, right? Mankind, $4.9 million. Lindblad Expeditions, $6.6 million. Calling you all out. Legacy Housing, $6.6 million. Masonics, $5.2 million. Digimark, $5 million. Fiesta Restaurants, $10 million. Opnos, $4.4 million. Quantum Corporation, $10 million. New Age Beverages, $6.9 million. I mean, New Age Beverages, isn't that Pepsi? And they applying for our monies. They snatching away our monies. I'm stopping to drink any product that New Age Beverages produces. I'm going to stop drinking, you know, as a token to show, hey, you're stealing our money. You're taking our money. Desmond says, how are you? GGG. Is Lyft causing my unemployment benefits to be zero every week? If they are not cooperating with the state and verifying your funds, you could very well be getting zero. Equestive Therapeutics, 4.8 million. Escalade, $5.6 million. ZAG, Z-A-G-G, $9.4 million. Veritone, $6.5 million. Ultralife, $3.5 million. Frequency Electronics, $5 million. Potbelly, $10 million. US Auto Parts, $4.1 million. Kura Sushi Place, $6 million. And I mean, they're doing takeout and deliveries like all restaurants. Why are they receiving $6 million of our monies? Can somebody please explain that to me? Got 2 feeds going on there. 10 in this house, 15 over here. Thank you to both. So I want to keep on exposing these companies. 15, listen to this, J. Alexander Holdings, $15.1 million of our monies, and they have a market cap of $74 million, right? They're getting twice the amount of money of a company that has a cap of $405 million. Makes no sense at all. What are they doing at the top? Prima Fix Environmental, $5.7 million. Protec Home Medical, Natural Gas Services, $4.6 million. Flowtech Industries, $4.8 million. We need to boycott these companies. Conformis, $4.7 million. Polarity, TE. Shame on these companies for taking our money, $3.6 million. Air T, $8.2 million. Crawford United, $3.7 million. CPI Aerostructures, $4.8 million. Adamas Pharmaceuticals, $3.2 million. EN Global, $4.9 million. Broadwind Energy, $9.5 million. MS Communications, $4.8 million. Ballantyne, $3.2 million. Heltador Energy, $10 million. Sifco Industry, $5 million. BioBlaze, $3 million. Vaso, $3.6 million. TSR, $6.7 million. Over $250 million of our monies, right, funneled to big public corporations. Wrong, completely wrong. Hundreds of millions of dollars of Paycheck Protection Program emergency funding have been claimed by large publicly traded companies. New research published by Morgan Stanley shows. In fact, the US government has allocated at least 243 million of the total 349 billion to publicly traded companies. The PPP was designed to help the nation's, here it is, the PPP was designed to help the nation's smallest mom and pop shops keep employees on payroll and prevent mass layoffs across the country amid the coronavirus pandemic, right? But the research shows that several of the companies that have received aid have market values well in excess of $100 million, including DMC Global, $405 million, Wave Life Sciences, $286 million, and the Fiesta Restaurant Group, $189 million. Fiesta, which employs more than 10,000 people according to its last reported annual number, received PP loan of 10 million, right? So what they probably calculated is their $1,000 per person, 10,000 times the $1,000 that was supposed to come to us, 10,000 of their people get $1,000 each. GG said, I still haven't gotten my $1,200 and these arseholes who already have millions are getting even more millions. What a joke. Your state might not be quite ready for you yet, so you want to check with your state, right? For example, April the 28th, independent contractors, gig workers, people like us can only then file for that unemployment. But this was a separate loan meant for small little businesses, and who came along? The big boys took the money. At least 75 companies that have received the aid were publicly traded and received a combined $300 million in low interest taxpayer-backed loans, according to a separate report published by the Associated Press. I think you've seen some pretty shameful acts by some large companies to take advantage of the system, said Howard Schultz, former Starbucks chairman and CEO. That's great that he calls them out. And that they didn't have any checks and balances when this money went out, and that they didn't verify, hey, why are we sending $10 million to a public traded company? Unacceptable. So the people right at the top, Steve Mnuchin needs to step down. He's misappropriating our monies, right? He's literally stealing our monies, right? Teddy T is in the house. Joe Romero's in the house. Joey says, who would think that the connected and corrupt get the money? Exactly. Irony, right? Joey, the driver, says, yeah, I applied. I might have did it wrong, though. And if they do turn you down, you can appeal it and redo it again. And I would redo it when you really know that your state is open and fully functioning to get UI, okay? So don't fire off that application yet if they're not even ready yet in your state. Just hold tight. You don't want to get a second denial and then get no appeal. Teddy T says, yes, Joey, took your state website for pandemic unemployment assistance of Federal CARES Act. G Rep says, I have not got unemployment check yet. I have not gotten the stimulus check yet. Rent's due on the 1st. And you see how stressful that is for G Rep? That is so stressful. These guys are obstructing. Other people are taking your monies away, and the people that really need it for the rent are not getting it. Unacceptable, folks. So, again, I think you've seen some pretty shameful acts by some large companies to take advantage of the system, said Howard Schultz, former Starbucks chairman and CEO. Instead, the government should act as a backstop for the banks to give every small business and every independent restaurant and independent contractor a bridge to the vaccine, and that is the money and the resources to make it through. Statistics released by the Small Business Administration last week showed that 4,400 of the approved loans exceeded 5 million. The size of the typical loan nationally was $206,000, according to the SBA report released April the 16th. The SBA awarded the plurality of PPP dollars 13.12% to the construction industry. Professional, scientific, and technical services received 12.6%. Manufacturing received 11.96%. Healthcare received 11.65%. And accommodation and food services received 8.9%. Congress approved the first come, first served PPP in March as part of the massive $2.2 trillion CARES Act, which at the time promised to ease some of the financial burdens for many of the nation's smallest business owners. But the program ran out of, listen to this, but the program ran out of money on Thursday when the SBA announced that it was unable to accept new applications for the Paycheck Protection Program based on available appropriations funding. I'm asking this fool here, where did all that money go? How do you guys think they're at the Treasury Department when you know that the little guy, that money was intended for the little guy, but yet you're doling out all those millions and millions of dollars to public traded companies, to your cronies? You need to step down, fool. Seriously. So the nation's top lawmakers have in recent weeks worked to expand the small business funding. Staffers for Senator Chuck Schumer and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi have been in talks with the Treasury Department on drafting another bill, which appeared nearly finished by Monday evening. Schumer, the top Democrat in the Senate, said Tuesday that he believes the chamber will pass an additional relief bill for small businesses later today. Yes, they did. And then Shake Shack CEO Randy Garutti, on returning the $10 million, he just gave it back. He said, that's money we shouldn't have. That money should have gone to the small guy. And this guy got so much good marketing publicity out of it, right? Got so much goodwill, probably one of the best marketing campaigns they ever did, and said, we don't need that $10 million. He probably got $40 million in marketing out of that, right? So smart move, give that money back. He told CNN well past midnight with Pelosi, White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, and Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, and came to an agreement on just about every issue. By Sunday, deliberations between Republicans and Democrats included setting aside $310 billion more into the PPP. Some $60 billion of that sum would be earmarked for rural and minority groups, while $60 billion would go to the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program, a separate relief offered by the SBA for small businesses. Mnuchin said the deal may include $75 billion in funding for healthcare providers and hospitals and $25 billion for COVID-19 testing. Get them the money, man. Get the people the money that deserve it, not these assholes here. They have enough money. And shame on these companies. I'm going to put a list underneath the video of all of these companies. If you deal with them, if you know somebody that works with them, tweet out this graph and say, shame on these companies for stealing money from the little guy, right? We have to hold these people accountable. Now I'm going to jump back into the room Got 2 live feeds going here. Thank you so much. Rodrigo Pacheco says, can we do a class action for Lyft Uber for not getting back to unemployment? Yeah, I mean, if you're in Los Angeles, you definitely want to hit up these guys. Look them up. These guys are on top of it. And they have, and you tell them Rideshare Professor sent you. They know me. Potter Handy Attorneys. They have offices in LA, Orange County, and San Diego. That's if you are in California. Hit those guys up, Potter Handy Attorneys, and you tell them when you make the application that you came from the Rideshare Professor. They hunt those dollars. They go after Uber and say, why didn't you pay, right? Why did you mass classify? Why didn't you pay these people? So they are very quick. They're great with the correspondence. They get you the paperwork. They get everything going right away. They don't waste time. And then they force that into lawsuits or arbitration to get results quickly. I would almost argue that you'd be better off in arbitration because lawsuits can be so drawn out, 1, 2, 3 years. Arbitration, literally, you have a 2-week turnaround and you got money, right? At least you got some money to work with. So if you're sitting there and you're stressed, you know you've been misclassified, right? You know that they are not Uber and Lyft are not cooperating with the states. You go to Potter Handy, tell them Rideshare Professor sent you. I'm telling you, these guys rock and roll. I've met with them. Tim and Jim are awesome people, are awesome attorneys. They've got your backs, right? Another heavy hitter on the East Coast, Shannon Lichten-Riordan. Many people have used her in Boston and on the East Coast, but if you on the West Coast, these are the guys, Potter Handy Attorneys. Rodrigo, you're welcome. So let me read some of the other IQ boys. Says, Professor, I'm thinking of starting a loan shark business. What do you think? I mean, if you have a lot of liquid cash, obviously people are desperate for loans, but I would never ever get into the loan shark business. It's a very corrupt business. People have gone missing in that business. It's I don't know. It's just not worth it. The karma is so crap. I would stay away from that one. I could give you advice on many others. Joe Romero, would you think that I've already read that one out. Any other messages? Any other questions? We're on 17 minutes. I guess I could take this up to 25 minutes. I will open up the discussion. Oh, by the way, let me just share with you. I think this is a great story. As you see, I outed this guy, this attorney here, Randall Heimovicki. There he is. Let me just show you his name there on that screen, Randall Heimovicki. And let me tell you how these thugs operate, right? Let me tell you how these attorney thugs operate. They get sued. They know they have a court date. They try and sort of mislead you into some sort of negotiations, thinking you're going to get money. This guy tells me here, hey, send me everything, your numbers and everything. We will also verify your numbers with our numbers, right? To win time, right? To try and push it past that date. Thank God I got a delay on this lawsuit because that would have gotten me into a lot of trouble. But there he is. So I go out there with a mask during peak pandemic times. That's what I do, right? Put on my mask. I got everything on. I go out there. FedEx, there's several people in FedEx. Now he's putting me in harm's way. He says, I need that documentation. I get all the documentation. And then it gets there. And I keep on telling him, you're not signing. You're not receiving the document. And I'm calling FedEx. And FedEx says, we're at the building. We want to give it to them. But they're refusing delivery of your documents. So I have news for you. I am filing a lawsuit, a separate lawsuit against Randall Heimovicki for malpractice, for negligence, for putting me out there on the front lines in the pandemic, putting me in potential harm's way, misleading me, saying I need to get all the documentation, and then he absolutely refuses to take them. So I've already made videos, circulate them. You guys can call. This idiot is going to have his day in court because I'm going to specifically go after him and Uber in a separate lawsuit. That's how I do it. I mount the chips in lawsuits. I fire off multiple lawsuits. I'll go after these and these people. I'll go after these. I'll go after the Uber hub. I'll go after the attorneys. That's how I do it. And it costs me a lot of money, but in the long run, you wear them out and you get really good returns. I've done it before. Just have to do it. Looks like a mob member. Yeah, I mean, and this guy was boasting that he was in the army and everything. He doesn't look like he doesn't look fit at all. He looks like El Chapo, and not the El Chapo in our house, because we do have a really good guy called El Chapo in our stream. He's one of our subscribers. But he looks like the El Chapo behind bars. Does not look healthy, right? So I don't appreciate that, Randall Heimovicki. I don't appreciate you pushing me out there with a mask on the front lines, getting into a building where there's multiple people that could have the virus. There's a lot of packages, a lot of shit going on, and you putting me in harm's way and telling me, yeah, do this and this and this with all these promises here, and you have no intentions to even take the document. They have tried over and over and over again. I've spoken to FedEx. Immediately after I sent it, a day or two later, they tried to deliver, wouldn't accept it. Tried again, wouldn't accept it, right? So this is how these guys operate. Just want to give you an idea how these people operate. Say one thing on the one side, act very, very differently on the other side, right? And I'm going to hit this guy hard in court, right? I'm going to tie him up. I'm going to get his ass down to Los Angeles. I'm going to put him in discovery. I'm going to file discoveries, depositions, and everything. I don't care. I'll throw money at this, but I want to see this. I'm going to refrain from using words now, right? Because you get dinged by YouTube. But this guy is going to fly down to Vegas. I'm going to look this punk in the face. Right? So really, is that what you do in pandemic times? You play with people. You play, right? Not with me, buddy. Good luck. I'm going to teach this MF a big lesson. Furious with these people, how they work. And email docs to get timestamp when you sent the docs. Exactly. Email the docs and get the timestamp when you sent the docs. Robin says, I posted on your other video about Heimovicki delay tactics, flip their game so they can use the virus as an excuse. Send a copy, by the way, of USPS with no signature required. Right. Well, then they just say, hey, we didn't get it, right? This is the game. You send it via USPS, no, and then they just say, oh, we didn't get it. Yeah, I agree. Gigi, I hope you're not talking about me. I hope you're talking about this guy. Just a little bit of humor there. But thank you for everyone for listening in. And, these people need to be called out. This guy works with Katie Weitzman and Tony West. They're the top three people. Remember, a few weeks I wasn't going to out him. I'm also going to put his phone number out very soon, so you guys can call him directly, right? I'll put this guy's phone number out there. I'm not playing around. I've had enough of these people, really. Their intentions are just not pure. They're absolutely evil people, right? Here it is, proof's in the pudding, right? Proof in the pudding, right? So eventually, what do? FedEx ships it back. We've tried again. Oh, thank you, G. I know, I was joking, GG. Heimovicki arsehole, yeah. Listen, you got to slap these guys down, right? You got to slap them here on this little eardrum when they lose their equilibrium. I wish this was South Africa. I could dish out a couple of slaps. Here you get sued for it, right? But this thug, I do not appreciate him. Peak pandemic time, there I am with all my gear, my hazmat outfit, disinfectants, off I go, get everything together, go into a big parcel thing where there's all people touching things, a lot of people inside, they're trying to get documents off, right? And this guy's putting me in harm's way with a lot of blah, 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 blah words, and will not take it. NWO sucks. I'm not shocked he's doing this, and rideshare will continue to suffer. We'll chip away at their foundation, 4 million strong. Then you have a thing called karma that this guy's going to have to deal with, because he's working in the most toxic environment, right? He's misclassifying drivers. He's screwing over drivers. He's in bed with Tony West and these people in Dara, and what they're doing is just pure evil. Their payday comes, right? Karma is a huge bitch in life. It really is. It does a full circle and will slap you in the face if your intentions are not pure. And his intentions are not pure. And then he does this little song and dance on the phone, and I was in the army and everything. Dude, get a life. Get a real job, not a toxic Uber job, right? So thank you. Circulate that one. And again, I am now going to file another suit against Uber and this guy, specifically for misleading a driver and a referrer, a top referrer, and pushing them in harm's way of the pandemic, right? Let's see how he weasels out of that one, right? I call that pure negligence. And again, sort of like the same as these people, right? They've got all the money in the world, but hey, let's take the money away from the little guy. Look, guys, I've made my point here. We're 25 minutes in. I appreciate you all. We have 39, 40 people in the one room. We have 15 people in the other room. If I could just get thumbs up. Tris Moore, is Lyft's doing the same. Lyft's not acknowledging receipt, right? So all of these companies are trying to deliver. We're like, nah, we're not accepting that. We're not signing off on it. The FedEx or the UPS driver says, but this parcel, we're not signing off on it. So I would like to hear from people that have tried to get documents to Uber or Lyft, and the same thing, they were denied. Hit me up. Hit me up. Let me know. Let me know. Thumbs up, thumbs up. I'm on 11 there. If you could give me at least 15. Thank you. Our stock is going up. The channel stock is going up. We're on 12. We've got 40 people in the house. We only have 12 thumbs up. I'm here exposing these companies on my time. The least you guys could give me is a thumbs up for holding these people accountable and misappropriating and taking our money and calling them out. So that's definitely worth a thumbs up. Roy, if you're listening in, the number is 415. Again, the Uber number, 415 619, already note of by 9118. There we go. And the states will not allow verification via the 1-800 number. So use that phone number, get it on the record. 16, if I can get 4 more thumbs up there. 16, 16, anybody in the back? 16, 16, 16 for the first. Ladies and gentlemen, anybody higher bids on the 16, 16, 16 in the middle row, 16 in the middle row, we have a bid of 16. Anybody for 17? Anybody for 17? We have another bid on the other side, 11. I've got 11. We have 17. Thank you to the gentleman in the front there. We have 17. The bid currently is on 17. Anybody going for 18? 18, 18. Anybody for 18? 18. Thank you, thank you. Lady right in the back with the big purple hat. Thank you. Bid currently stands at 18, 18. Can we get it up? We've got 12 on the other side. We've got 12 in the other room. We've got 18 in this room. And we have 18 for the first. Can we get it to 20? Can we get it to 20? Jeff, Robert, all of you guys, thank you, my friends. I will put all of these names underneath the video. I'll type them out because they're so small, so that you can go through that list. And, you know, if you know the company or if you know the company, thank you, NWO Success says, thanks for everything you do. You're awesome. I appreciate you are awesome, NWO. And thank you for your support. Mostly thank you for your support, because that's what really pumps me up and gets me going, is that we have an audience that is bouncing around good stuff and holding these people accountable, right? And by the way, your thumbs up, your social media retweets or whatever it is, it all helps. It all helps, right? It all gets through to these guys and exposes these people in the public eye. It lets the public see who these companies are, right? So my job is to find all the CEOs of these, and I will attach them in all the feeds, right? They are taking our money, and that's unacceptable. I will look up every single one of these CEOs. I will look up their Twitter handles. I will look up their company handles, and I will dedicate a tweet to every single one of these companies and include Dara in the conversation and include Mnuchin, the Treasury Department. They are taking our money, right? It's small business association, not large public company association, right? So you are misguiding our funds into your greedy pockets, and the guy cannot even pay the rent. We have a person here in the house that is stressing no money because you guys are taking it and he cannot or she cannot pay the rent. It's unacceptable. I love my shirt here. I'm already out of quarantine snacks. Very true. I need to go shopping soon. I'm running low on supplies, low on toilet paper. I really need to go shopping today. I really need to go shopping. Rodrigo says, perfect. So we can post them on all the platforms. I appreciate it. Lewis in the house. Thank you, guys. You have a marvelous, marvelous Friday. Enjoy your weekend with your loved ones, with your kids. Give them a big, big hug. Tell them how much you love them and keep them safe. Make sure that the children are not touching things and you know, playing too close to other kids. You just never know, right? Rather safe than sorry. And Georgia, to the state of Georgia, play ball, please. Why do you have to let people go back to work already, right? Let's ride this out for another 30 to 60 days and get the numbers down. I'm talking to experts in Germany, top of the top people. I'll be making another live feed about that when they send me all the information, how they're doing it there, what they're doing, experts, right? French companies, German companies, the best testing kit in the market comes from Germany. My friend, Professor Dr. Bronik Broschik works with the company. He is saying, you completely out of control here, right? And then this guy on top there says you can actually inject and put disinfectant in your body. Lysol comes out and says, don't. Lysol says, come out and says, please do not inject yourself or drink disinfectant, right? Things will go horribly wrong. But there are people out there that actually believe this shit. It's so sad. Larry, love you. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you, Larry. Your words keep me going. I appreciate that. Solo 2020. I like it. Robert Carey's in the house. Patrick Trevinan, good to see you again. Brian Scheller, Robin Reeneth, Jeff Gilbert, all of you. Dak Rom, have an amazing day. What does Dak Rom say? Some people don't have 30 to 60 more days worth of money to spend on bills. We need to go back to work. Well, you know, go out and ask your friends for a loan. Ask your family for a loan, right? And Dak Rom, no excuses, buddy. That's just the dumbest excuse that I have, that you'd have no money. Go sign. Are you with Instacart? Start doing food deliveries. There are jobs out there. There are food delivery jobs where you don't have to interact with humans. It's about not allowing all these people to go back to a common workplace and infect each other. They just did this the other day in Kentucky. Kentucky, it spiked up. So, you know, we need to go back to work. That is just the most dumbest statement. I'm sorry. I'm going to slap that statement down right there. You don't have to go back into work with a massive environment and keep on infecting each other, right? You could go and work smart and do food deliveries or parcel deliveries or Amazon Flex. So if you don't have money for your bills, I've just shown you the way how to do it, right? Sign up Dak Rom. You should be signing up with Instacart today. You should be signing up with Amazon Flex today. No excuses. If you're complaining you can't pay your bills, go out and work. But sending back everyone into work, onto the work floor, onto warehouses, yeah, you might as well, you know, wait another year and kill so and so many other more people with that type of mentality, or the mentality of the heads at Georgia that want to send the people back to the front lines, right? You have to stick together for another 30 to 60 days. Making stupid mistakes now is going to cost lives. Again, the equation dollars over lives is not worth it. Right now, your mathematical equation should be lives over dollars. Lives is greater than dollars, right? The money is still there, right? You don't have to drive. You can do Instacart. You may just don't want to do it, right? But you cannot come to me and complain that you cannot pay the bills when those jobs are out there. Instacart is hiring 250,000 people. Go and do it. Dak Rom should be doing Instacart, right? Or you filed for your unemployment and you're getting it 400 to 600 a week for the next 39 months. You deserve it. You've paid into the system, and you stay at home and you keep everybody safe, right? But if you don't have the money right now, you didn't get the money from the state, or your money went because you owed child support, get back out there and Instacart or do some food deliveries. Make yourself anywhere from $80 to $200 a day so you can start catching up on those bills. That mentality, like putting your head under the sand, digging a hole, I'm losing control, I need to go back to work, that's not the formula that works right now, right? Again, and we've just seen what happened in Kentucky when these deniers all congregated, boom, the numbers spiked back up again. It's there, go and Google it. Go and Google Kentucky pandemic numbers spiking. Go and Google that and you will see the stories, right? It's because people went back into a mass environment. This is how the shit spreads very easily. Coughing, liquids, sneezing, boom, you got it, right? So let's work together, please. Lives over dollars. Lives over dollars all day long. That's, you know, that's the slogan. Why don't we make that a hashtag? Hashtag lives over dollars. Maybe we can get it out there on, maybe we can get it trending on. There. I'm for that formula, friends. I can get creative and find ways of earning money in the next 30 to 60 days. And then after 60 days, summer's here and we can start enjoying it and we can work in a safe environment versus all rushing back and infecting each other. We're still in the peak, right? Look at graphs of Germany and Taiwan. Look at how they did it. We are not doing it the right way. Our numbers are atrocious. We have 50,000 deaths, ladies and gentlemen, right? We got to put our smart caps on here and figure out what's going on. Robin Reeneth, 1,200 postal workers known to be infected now due to not cleaning their vehicles. Driver passes it on to the next driver. They don't spray the car down. They don't I'm not going to clean this car for the next worker. Boom. He then infects the next worker. Or people are sharing that car. Multiple people are sharing that car in different shifts, right? 1,200 people. You think this is a joke? There's the numbers. And surprisingly, Dak Rom, where are you? Dak Rom, you've gone very frickin' quiet on me. Why? I'm waiting for an answer. Please justify to me why you need to go back to work. Still waiting. I'm waiting. So yeah, let me start. I'll close up the feed here at 36 minutes. I'm going to get all of these companies in there. If you guys want to tweet, if you want to find their Twitter handle, you just take the name of the company, you drop it in Twitter, it'll show you the handle, and you say, hey, why are you taking our money? Why are you taking our money? Exactly. Teddy T says, back in the day when I was on the force, cleaned the patrol vehicle every day. It was used on multiple shifts. We had to do the same. You didn't drive around in the turf and mud and just completely ruin the inside and outside of the car. No, you had to spend hours afterwards cleaning up that vehicle for the next group of people, right? Can't expect them to sit in shit and mud and all crap like that because you're going through ditches and waters and you hand over your patrol car, you handle over your, we had these things called rattles, R-A-T-E-L. They were South African sort of six-wheeler vehicles, bulletproof, bomb-proof or whatever. And, you know, they were muddied up inside, outside, because driving through all of this terrain. We couldn't just hand them over like a piece of shit. No, we had to clean them up. So I hear you. Everybody's going to do that right here. Okay, you know what I'm going to do for you? For my next buddy postal worker, why don't you guys start with this type of stuff, right? Here's my disinfectant wipes. I'm going to wipe down the seats. I'm going to wipe down the computer. Now, if somebody else had to use this computer, I would wipe it down. It's only me, right? I'm keeping myself protected. So I wipe everything down, right? If the next guy comes along and is going to work on that computer, you know what? I can wipe down the mouse. There's a lot of things I can do. You know, I got a whole shipment of these hand sanitizers, and I realize, you know, it should smell like this, right? It should have that disinfectant spray. This stuff here, ladies and gentlemen, is just soap. So somebody is out there on the internet selling soap. This is dishwashing liquid. It's all frothy and foamy. No smell, no sanitizer smell. So somebody is making quick bucks. Say he got me solid and hard through Amazon. Hand sanitizer, 99.99% kills. Teddy says we spray our mail with Lysol. Every package that comes into this house, strict orders to my children. Nobody touches the packages, right? We leave them in the front door. I kick them in with my foot. I kick them into the reception area of a house. I spray everything down and I tell them, you will not touch those parcels for a day, right? And then the next day, I'll use gloves and a knife and I'll open them up, right? But I will not allow my children to pick up any parcels, even if it's for them. Even if they ask, Dad, can you get me something on Amazon? It comes in and they see their name, they get all excited, hey, I got a parcel. You do not open it up. You follow my procedures, right? And they get it, they're great. They're not questioning me. They understand how important it is that everybody works together, right? Siri, how are you today? Siri's not answering me. Siri, what's going on? Siri doesn't want to answer me. Let me see. Siri, how many people are infected by the coronavirus?
Here's what I found.
United States, 2.7 million cases. Oh, worldwide, 2.7 million cases, 192,000 deaths. United States, 892,000 cases, right? That's more than 1/3 of the world infections, 50,000 deaths. That's 1/4 of the world's infections. Siri, how are you doing during the pandemic?
I found this on the web.
Siri, you're not answering my question.
Is there something else I can help with?
Yes, I asked you how you are doing today. How is Siri doing today? How are you, Siri?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Okay, cool. That's all I want to know. I just want to make sure that Siri is pandemic free. She says she's fine. No complaints. I'm very happy with Siri. So, awesome, guys. That's fantastic. And I'm not going to insult Siri because she might just invite a virus onto my computer. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm sure she says something funny, IQ. Tell me, if you say, Siri, you suck, what does Siri say? Malaysia in the house. Andy, Johnny, welcome you, my friend. Hope you're safe. You got the burger, you got the drinks, you got the fries. You need a good In-N-Out burger. Come over from Malaysia, visit California. We'll take you to In-N-Out, my treat. Siri was confused about the question. Yeah, I found Siri to be rather confused. I think the pandemic is making her a little bit stir crazy. The fact that Siri has to be indoors all the time. It's driving her nuts. I'll try it afterwards. All right, my amigos, my friends, meine Freunde, thank you, gracias, dankeschön, spasiba, obrigado, aligato, whatever you have to say in thank you, I will say it. Merci, French. Hope you guys all have an epic, safe weekend. Emphasis on safe, right? Keep the kiddos safe, disinfect the car, spray the car down, spray the parcels down. Be careful when you pick up the gas handle on the gas tanks. Be careful when you push your shopping cart. Make sure it's all wiped down, right? Take hot showers. We have 90 degrees here today, 90, ladies and gentlemen, right? And over in Woodland Hills, where I have to go just now. And by the way, I got my car, got another beautiful convertible. I bought another new motorbike yesterday. You know, people in the pandemic need money. What can I say? So I do shop during the pandemic, you know, getting, and sometimes I'll give them a little bit more than they're asking for. I don't want to take advantage of it, but you're getting some really good deals during the pandemic, right? So I scored a beautiful car yesterday. Once she's out on the road with the roof down, I'm going to take pictures for you guys. In fact, what I intend to do is take her down to the ocean and then fly my drone over the ocean and then towards that car. Sexy, fast car, sports car. Anyway, my friends, hope you are you going to go fishing for the weekend? Dude, I wish I could join you fishing. I love fishing. Good, relaxing. Hopefully you can just chill out there. You have your own, you got your rods out there in the water. Hopefully you catch a nice big one. Are you going to go fishing in the ocean? Are you going to go fishing in a dam? Where are you going fishing, my friend? I love fishing. Carlos G says you need to try a Whataburger in Texas. I'm game for that. Whataburger. I'm game. When I'm in Texas next time, I'm going to check up Whataburger. I always go to Salt Lick, which is a nice barbecue place in Austin. There's another one in Houston, Texas. I like that those barbecue ribs with that barbecue sauce. Oh, those ribs to die for. They have the mashed potatoes, the salty corn. Ridiculous. But I'll gladly try Whataburger. And again, thank you to Shake Shack for actually returning the $10 million so that the little guy could get it. Very well done to the gentleman of Shake Shack. Let's see, what is his name? There he is there. No, that's the evil guy. This is the good guy. This is the evil guy here that's been sending monies to big corporations. This is the good guy here. His name is Randy Garudi, is the Shake Shack CEO, and he actually returned the $10 million so that people like you and I could get it, the little guy. They're like, we don't need this $10 million. It was not intended for us. It was intended for small business associations. Teddy says, Torsten, when this pandemic is over, I want you to come out for In-N-Out Burger lunch. 100%, my friend. We're going to get together soon. It's strange that, Teddy, we had this party in the safe times, right? Tris Moore. We had that party in Long Beach just pre-pandemic, right? This is sort of like the last time we could all get together in person. Now we got to ride out the storm, and I look forward seeing the guys, Teddy. I saw Sherelle yesterday. Sherelle came down to Long Beach. I helped her with an issue. We also took care of her car, and then I helped her out with some legal matter. So Sherelle came walking into Long Beach while I was there. We were making videos, and cool. Feather River and Sacramento River. Nice. That's where you're going fishing. Enjoy it. Andy, Johnny, don't forget to wear your face mask when you go out for groceries. Thank you for reminding us. Okay, everyone, we're on the 47 mark. Anybody that hasn't given a thumbs up, please do it right now. These thumbs up help push the videos in the algorithm so we can, we can really expose these type of individuals here. Oh, and then announcement and Facebook. Listen to this. Facebook just announced now, breaking news, Facebook rolling out free video calling for up to 50 people. So if you want to do like a group environment chat with the faces, maybe we can facilitate one of those where why don't we do one of these 50 people Facebook chats? Like in the first 50 people in the house, we can all see each other. We can talk to each other. You can talk, I can talk, and we can bounce around the microphone. I like that, right? Actually give people a chance to see them live, moving around and talking, right? And people put their hands up. I want to talk right now. So boom, you put the camera on her, you put the camera on him. I think we can do that. Facebook rolling out free video calling for up to 50 people. Again, Facebook rolling out free video calling. There it is. Let's check it. I'm just going to click on that link quickly, see where it takes us. So Facebook rolling out free. This just came in. And this could be of interest to you guys or smaller businesses or getting all your family together worldwide, all your buddies on Facebook, right? Have a big Facebook hangout party. Why not get one guy be the DJ and then you get 50 people in the house. I hate these cookies. So Facebook on Friday, today, announced a slew of new video calling features. The new features include messenger rooms, which allow Facebook and Messenger users to create group video calls of up to 50 people. Previously, Messenger video calls were limited to 8 people. That's quite a big jump, 8 to 50. That sounds fun, right? It's Moose. We get 50 people in, the first 50, and we all see each other, we all talk. If somebody wants to have something to say, just put their hand up, and then we just switch the mic and the camera to them, and then they can chat up, and when they're done, they can put their hand down. Next person can speak. I like that. Between WhatsApp and Messenger, more than 700 million accounts. Wow. Between WhatsApp and Messenger, Facebook Messenger, more than 700 million accounts participate in calls every day, said Stan Chudnovsky, vice president of Messenger. And that's what it looks like, right? So they had 8 and now they'll have up to 50 little faces, right? See this guy there, it looks like he wants to talk. He's got the hand up. Hey, I want to say something. Cool. So let's create something. Let's get something like this going. Facebook on Friday announced a slew of new video calling features, including Messenger Rooms, which allow users to host video calls up to 50 people. Messenger Rooms poses an immediate threat to Zoom and House Party. That's why they're doing it. They were probably losing a lot of the audience to Zoom and House Party, and they got Facebook got a lot of pressure and say, hey, we're seeing mass exodus from our Messenger platform. We better counter this, so we better go one better. We better go up to 50 people. 2 video calling products that have seen their usage skyrocket: Zoom and House Party. The shares of Zoom just went whoop, zoomed all the way up over the past month as a result of the coronavirus pandemic. The new video features arrive as more users turn to Facebook apps to socialize with their friends and family while remaining in quarantine as a result of the pandemic. Zoom stock price lost its day gains following, oh, there we go, right there. Zoom stock price lost its day's gains following Facebook's announcement. Now, Facebook has a far bigger audience, right? And Facebook is analyzing the Zoom stock. They're going up and up and up. They're losing users to them. Facebook makes this big announcement, and what happens to Zoom stock price starts coming back down. Messenger Rooms and the flagship of Facebook's new video calling services, the free feature, will allow Facebook and Messenger users to create group video calls of up to 50 people. By contrast, Messenger video calls are limited to 8 people. Messenger Rooms' 50-person limit will not be immediately available. Facebook users will see a smaller limit at launch, but it will soon ramp up to 50 people, a spokesman for the company told CNBC. The limit will vary for users at launch, the spokesman said. By comparison, Zoom allows, listen to this, I did not know that, Zoom allows up to 100 people. 100 people. Isaac, thank you for the message. 100 people to video chat for free for up to 40 minutes. House Party supports up to 8 people. Video calls on Messenger Rooms have no limit, and they will include features like augmented reality filters that allow people to add silly masks to their faces. Room hosts will be able to lock the calls and remove users. Facebook and Messenger users can create Messenger Rooms. They can invite anyone to join, including people who don't have a Facebook account. Cool. Cool. Sounds exciting. Right? So I'm looking forward to that, and I'll get one of those going. Last rally, please, on thumbs up. I'm going to be heading out now. I'm on 53 minutes. I'm sure I can get 60 minutes. No problem. Let me just take a quick swig of my Dragon Fire lung expectorant. Oof, this is like putting gasoline in your tank. This is like drinking pure gasoline. It just lights up your lungs. Puff the magic dragon, like the dragon from Game of Thrones. Man, you're spitting fire when you use that. So super stoked. Tomorrow I'm meeting with the Attorney General, Deputy Attorney General about the Trip matter, to supply them with evidence of wrongdoing. I want the Deputy Attorney General to hand this over to the Attorney General, Javier Becerra. I want them to do a full investigation into Trip. So I am meeting with them tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Invited them sort of for a brunch to sit down with them to pitch the product that I'm getting from Germany and also talk about Trip. Those are my intentions, to get those 2 topics covered. Priority is the Virus Immunity Pass, VIP, a product that I just received the sole rights for the United States. So I'm participating in trying to help and save people with Germans, with French, on the front lines, market leaders, best testing kits in the world to make that technology, all of that available here in the United States. So it's good to know people in the right places. Cats can get the virus. In fact, a couple of cats have been tested and have been reported. Small house cats and larger cats, right? Wild ones as well. So you have to follow social distancing, 100%. I agree with that. Calvin says, where do you get that from? Where do you get what from? Just finish up that sentence so I know what you're talking about. We're on 30 over there. Thank you so much. 4.5 minutes. I will get there. Setting myself a goal. I'm also contemplating what to wrap my next vehicle, what color. This is a nice silver stainless steel color. Looks really, really good. This is white carbon fiber. See that? White carbon fiber. So all the colors. I'm going to go through this whole chart to see which color I'm going to be wrapping my new convertible in. Is there a cure for the virus? No, there's no cure. They're testing kits. The best testing kits are in Germany. They test for antibodies in your body, and they test whether you have the virus with 98% accuracy. It's the best testing kit on the market, comes from Germany. Mark Rautenhammer, hammer time. Isaac says, what happens when you get the virus? Very simple. A lot of symptoms start showing up, and your lungs and your bronchial system starts shutting down. To the point, if you don't have a very strong immunity and you don't have enough resistance in your body to these, you don't have enough antibodies to this virus, your lungs literally shut down and close up. So you'd have to be put on a hospital respirator system to keep oxygen flowing into your lungs. And hopefully 2 to 3 weeks later, you through the worst of the worst, and your body starts bouncing back. But there are several side effects. One of the side effects, they also say, is that there could be partial brain damage. Isaac, what are you talking about? When I die and go to heaven? Why are you even talking shit like that? Don't worry. You'll go to heaven one day, but you don't have to think worst case scenario right now. Get out of that thinking mode. Scary stuff when people start talking like that. That lung stuff you take. Oh, that lung stuff, here it is. It's expensive. It's about $25, $30 a bottle, but it's natural. No side effects. 0 side effects. I take like 1 shot in the morning, 1 shot at night, and get really good oxygen into my lungs. Lung detox, yes, exactly. That's pretty much what it is. It's a lung detox, right? We inhale a lot of stuff. I mean, all of our organs are hammered daily, whether it's kidneys dealing with liquids, the liver dealing with food or alcohol, your lungs cleaning out, all the carbon dioxide in the air. I mean, your body is working, right? And your heart there still has to circulate all the blood. I mean, underneath this flesh is all these different cool organs, right? Pineal gland, pituitary gland up here, your thinking, your thought centers, right? Tiny little glands as big as a rice corn, right up here. All right, amigos, 1 minute, 20 seconds countdown. 17 likes on that side, 31 on this side. Anybody can squeeze out another like. 32, thank you, appreciate it. Somebody just came through for me. Twisted Karma says, Calvin wants to know where you get the lung stuff from. Oh, sorry, I apologize, I didn't answer that question. I get this at Air One. You can also get it online. It's by Herb Farm. Let me just write it down. It's called, and some of the stuff I sent up to Tina, help her out through her, because she got infected. Lung strange name, expectorant by, this is not my product, so I'm not pushing my own product. I just know which ones. There we go. And have a glass of water ready, because a lot of people wouldn't be able to handle that. It just sets your lungs on fire. It feels like you just want to blow fireballs. The people, their cases reported second time, just come, the symptoms are far, far less, right? People have gone, there are, I think 8 or 9 cases in South Korea, even higher. Just, I saw some numbers from South Korea about people getting reinfected, going through this a second time, but on a far, far lesser capacity. I guess your body bounces back and starts building up a lot of antibodies, but I'm not sure how it works. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical pro. I can just pass on what I'm reading out there. Yes, but people have been reinfected. Cats, yes, have been infected, right? And certain things do work, social distancing. So I urge the people in Georgia to be cautious, not to send people back to the front lines into workplace. Really think this through, people. Andy Johnny says, is the US government giving financial support to US citizens on lockdown crisis? Thank you. Yes. Some people are receiving it. Some people are trying to get it, trying to access that money. It's definitely not easy, as we are learning, to get that money, right? We are on 1 hour. I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. I got to get some more quarantine snacks. I'm run out of quarantine snacks. I'm going to get waters, toilet papers, all the essentials. I will get back out there with my mask and my gloves. I urge you to do the same. I want you to stay super, super safe this weekend. Hopefully we'll reconnect on the weekend, Saturday or Sunday, for another live feed. And I'm going to look into this Facebook 50 people video calling when that rolls out, so we can actually get a room and get like 50 people talking to each other. I think that would be pretty cool. You're asking a lot of questions, Isaac. Do people who smoke cigarettes easily get the virus? People who smoke cigarettes are definitely compromised. Their lungs, they're going to have a really, really tough time, right? A lot of hard smokers have died from the coronavirus. So maybe that's, if you do smoke, Isaac, it sounds like you do, because otherwise you wouldn't ask that question. And my suggestion is you stop smoking yesterday. It's not good for your lungs, okay? Mr. 007 Isaac. All right, we've answered all those questions to our best ability. I wish you a fantastic weekend. And again, my promise to Randall Heimovicki, I'm coming after you legally, and I want to see how you dig yourself out of this one. Everyone, have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy. Thank you to all the people in the Rideshare Driving channel. There's 6 people there. I appreciate you guys for watching the full hour. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Stay safe, everyone.